jungler. So, Trust are the ones that kind of have to be on the front foot and play a little more aggressively in the initial laning stage.
I actually think the fight pick is more about the mech than the laning stage, because one of the things about fighting against Spectre is mech is extremely useful against these kind of lineups that damage to everyone with Spectre ult and Pug Nether Ward. So it's going to be a very valuable mech, much needed mech for
that we'll have to look at how these lanes pan out. On top, Boombell, Nature's Fit. Gradient Jungle, Jabs, Phoenix, Life Throw on the Viper. Hey Mao playing that little rope doctor. Of course, the lovely Lakells. Our Ranger. Down the bottom lane, Ohio beats Master, already setting up the Hulk in the board to scout out. Smooth stick around. Off the floor already, there's the first last hit for the Drown. 29 experience as well between the two of them. Fnatic, how are they setting up their lanes? Vector sets the tangos, Stout Shield as well. Net with the Vengeful Spirit, mid one's Pugna. Them added 3-4-3 on that Enigma. Around in the jungle. Hopefully mid one can do better on a Pugna than Sumail did in his game. That's exactly what's up with that though. Fnatic again. Nah! It's fine.
I mean, Pugna is like the reason I really love the hero. Really good hero, but it's just really awkward to play him as a mid hero. He's just so fragile, and to blame passing up on him and I personally prefer Pugna as
it's difficult. What, 579 HP, 1 armor? Yeah, one stun and you're dead pretty much. One smoke gank and 1 stun and you are done for. Hopefully for him actually.
Man fighting going on at mid.
Wow, they're trading hits and then 3 hits with a level 1 stun rate. That damage output, it's looking like it's good enough, but no. Verifier was there for mid one to heal himself up, the salve through as well. We'll trade off this regen. Awkward little engagement though, and mid one definitely does not come out the victor of that. And stop up on the border blasters as well. You know, I'm talking about his null pass and his base damage is 60. But one last hit.
No, is pulling with the dire creep. Wow.
Interesting.
This is actually, I mean, he's not going to get any XP if the neutral get the last hit. This is actually kind of like shooting yourself in the foot.
What did he do there? He dragged the treants down camp?
Not sure if he was the one that dragged it, like he did it on purpose, but usually you should get level 2 from one wave, but got a chunk of EX denied. It's like he almost did what they wanted him to do.
Try and double up this wave or drag it across again. Well, what we're looking at, level 2, so we've got that TP, jump himself across and think maybe onto this mid one Pugna. Well then though, down at bottom, the kills is only 5 and 2. Picking out on a few last hits, it's a little bit awkward here. Ohio, back to the double balls and try and farm through the jungle. But this is a game where you start to look for Iron Talon, he's got Iron Talon nearly complete. Master. You know it's going to be rough against Witch Doctor Drown and maybe the Phoenix rotating in. What position to be in as the...
It's been a topic, hasn't it? Iron Talon on off-laners, there have been some tweets about it. And is this really fun Dota, you know, just people just jungling with Iron Talons? There's not much you can do about it unless you go as 2 support, which is kind of a big commitment. If you guys go as 1, it's hard to out-harass an off-laner, which, I mean, Iron Talon itself gives pretty okay stats.
Boombell! Oh, Boombell! Oh! We found mid one. Needs 2 hits in here. Needs the bees, get the trees out, the damage up, but that decrep from Pugna saves him for now. Ooh. Boombell was looking for the courier snipe with that invis, and he nearly had it. The stun, the Malefice is there. 3-4-3, swings himself back out from the jungle. Fnatic. I mean, that could have been big for Boombell. He could have potentially killed courier and killed Pugna. But instead, he gets neither. And he gives his life up as well.
It's looking kind of worrisome for Signature. The Nature's Prophet was supposed to have an okay lane. There's an Enigma jungle and Spectre, not the scariest lane. Your Nature's Prophet, this hero is meant to get good levels. Instead, he kind of screwed himself over with that ult. Then Enigma's farm is, it's on pace. He's level 5 at sub 4 minutes, which is really good.
Does he have runes? This is not the quick up. Oh, mid lane, are they going to go in here? They're going to go to that blast, but it looks like dead for some rain. And it's ridiculous. Should be enough here for Micro to clear it up. Yeah, with Wind Terror. I mean, you're not going to be doing that fight, really, are you?
I think like 2 games in a row, it kind of playing off Fnatic and mid one. They prefer to just leave him alone, and as we saw in the last game, he has some amazing comeback abilities as a player. Like in the mid game, he's gonna take that from a harsh lane phase, so boom bell.
And we realize that coming in from the east, and this high ground ward has been perfect for Fnatic, but Mushi has moved away from the tree and he's going to get himself out of that sticky situation. Well, Ohio gets himself up to level 4. Let's take a quick look actually. Firefly, defensive level 3, but they've already got 2 heroes up and 343 hitting level 6 pre-5 minutes. Feels quick. Feels normal to me.
Yeah, it's a really good timing. Usually, super fast Enigmas. I think if they're lucky with the creep regions, they can get like 4 minutes something. 5 minutes is definitely very respectable.
Damn, good. Ohio's been having roar up as well, so this is where Trust really have to start heavily applying the pressure. Now push this tier 1 down the bottom lane, do as much damage as you can with the catapult, plus the Buddha Restoration. Might be able to bring it down actually. These balls coming out of Ohio, they're not going to quell the direction for Trust. Level 1 wild axes, but over towards the top root, the bottom window is blocking out net, and my pro comes. That pieces out. Again, once again, we're looking at this Trust lineup. They've got 1 stun. Supernova kind of counts, but not really. It's all about the Woodcocker. Again on mid one, yeah, Crunch David, but the Sprout is there. This Sunray doing so much work for Jabs.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's something really annoying about dying to Sunray. I can't explain why. It's so frustrating.
Dying to a feather tickling. Visually, it doesn't look like you're taking much damage, right? It's just like literally you're dying all the time. That long range as well, it's super annoying, but this Trust group up as 4 of them down the bottom lane. I think realize it is what they needed down towards the tier 1. Take it or claim it for themselves. Over from Fnatic. Venge and Sigma.
Under attack.
What a weird timing. Actually, they do have Spectre, so come on and.
Wood is there, Spectre horns in, the midnight horse is down to 3-4-3. Oh, just his back to make up a oh, I should be able to get a big back horse here. There's a stun, it should be enough on the boom bell, but they can't kill him off just yet. She has to back out. The cross arrows of Lakel. Well, this is a heavy commitment. 5 heroes from Fnatic down to the bottom lane. Moody has to keep you back to base. They wanted to convert a couple of kills into a tier 1.
Yeah, I think it could have gone really low for Fnatic if they were slightly more patient. They walked up this narrow hill, this 1 hero wide, the stairs, and they had to instantly react, and if they came through the left, could have gotten a better, possibly a black hole or a cleaner initiation on. But it's still Fnatic's game to lose. I think just the way the lanes played out, they had such a greedy lineup. The Spectre got really good farm in the lane phase. The Nature's Prophet, I wouldn't say Fnatic shut down. Kind of shut himself down. That PD Smasher and Enigma, these very scaling heroes got a good start. On top of that, Signature have to deal with the Spectre, who is really good against Spectre on Signature's lineup. They have to play the next 10 minutes really low in order to have a fighting chance this game.
There's your mech done for your Viper. We've got a mech on the Enigma, so this timing actually, Fnatic and Trust, they've got these 3 10-minute mechs. going to be arriving about 8.5 minutes for either of these guys, but wrapping in, looking for the killers on 4-3, and with the TP from Funbell. I guess Europe, 3-4-3 doesn't even throw out into that both to break the trees. He will do so now, but it's too late. He's already done for. Allow for Ohio to keep himself back to safety though.
They got the mech though. That's bad.
Mechs mean. They group up as 5 and dodge each other, do they try and clash head on head?
I think Fnatic's is just so... They want to fight Signature because every time Spectre's ults on, they can't find kills. Even in a 4-5 on 5 fight, I don't really think Signature... in fact, I think Fnatic have a better team fight on a 5 on 5, and in skirmishes, Fnatic definitely have the edge. I think Signature's mech is... It's basically a necessity mech where they want to get rid of all these towers if possible, and without the mech, they won't stand a chance against it.
Oh, jab. Oh, jab. That's not where you want to be. They'll start chasing down more. Actually, he's starting to pay now. Look at that damage jab with the net force. The black hole as well. Lakel's caught just on the very edge, but he cancels it out. The swap is there from Ken. Trapping up Lakel with the secret blast. It looks like he's dead to the right. So they finish him off, and Mushi. Where the hell were you? Killing off the Viper over towards the
Radiant
Radiant
structures are fortified.
4-0.
Radiant
Sweet.
structures
Fantastic going to run and rapid through everybody.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I
Dire's
don't
bottom tower is under attack.
say how Fnatic Signature are going to win team fights right now. It kind of relies on Fnatic getting caught,
Dire's
element of
top tower
surprise.
is under attack.
Now that they know that the black hole is down, they do have an easier chance to defeat.
Phoenix got level 6. They have a really bad lineup for game. When you pick Phoenix and want to take the full juice out of it with girls like Winter Wyvern or Medusa that make it so you can't commit to the egg without just screwing yourself over in the long run. You might kill the egg, but afterwards multi-stun or whatever. We're gonna go for a Roche play. Actually, one of the edges that Signature had early on. So, Fnatic side. Yeah.
But that's risky, you know, they pick up the DD in the vision of Patrick and they know that Roshan's been taken. Mushi exactly across,
Top
but
tower is under attack.
will contest. So trade tier 1 top first. Allow trust. How do you gain the taking out tier 1 and pushing all the lanes in? Because, you know, you go take Roshan and just line up with the Drow Ranger, you get the Aegis, you might want to go and call yourself down the lane, right? But the way they have to do this, they can reset every single lane, reset box, push it back across the mid, same story, and they have to defend top. Roshan, that's because he's there.
I think Fnatic are actually happy with this trade. They're not even thinking of it as a trade. They got the top tier 1, and Aegis is kind of whatever. Mostly because Fnatic are probably thinking they're so confident in these team fights anyway, and they have a
Radiant's top tower is
better
under
way
attack.
to choose when to take team fights.
Well, it looks like they want to dive in, but no opportunity there. Thing as well, their catch power. Very good.
It's kind of like last game, no stuns, right? And in this game, they don't have nearly as mobile heroes to make up for the lack of stuns. The awkward thing about Lakel's build right now is that he went for the early life steal, which usually means he wants to farm, but
Dire's
against
top tower
Fnatic's
is under
lineup, he probably doesn't get comfortable about just stacking ancients and running. And he's going to be really weak. The only reason that they can push right now is because Fnatic are letting him, because there's no reason to make use of the Aegis.
Look at this. Fnatic, Ohio. Biggest fun rolls. Great round. One death roll. Okay, open the right bound. The information round for 3-4-3. Trap underneath the Gino. There's got a black hole, but he has to throw it through. He's not going to do it on 3-4. Gonna kill the egg. They actually bring it down. The kill is back in the ground. He'll chase him down. Earn is out. This is so far a 3-for-2, but mid one is not very tanky. He's rounded up the kill. He's got a damage out, but they get them. Fnatic knock out the losers while Trust are victors in that team fight. Best all around though.
That was kind of awkward. I thought the Witch Doctor completely whipped it, where he just kind of died instantly after plunging the death board. Kind of a weird team fight, to be honest. I don't recall the exact sequence of events.
It was just like minute debate after minute debate where Boomfell didn't want to pop back into Jabs and Lakells. Have Jabs near him. Backed himself up, worried to being more fanatic. They group up and they wait for the Horde to come back up. It's 2,000 gold over on Mushi. Radiance, or at least the Relic, is not that far away. So managed to take down with all of these tier 1 towers across maps, but it looks so much better, you know? 2-3 minutes ago it looked like Fnatic take tier 2s. They've dropped them all very, very low, don't get me wrong. But they still need that one more move to break the camel's back and towers to get gold to really hold Trust in their own
Dire's
base.
middle tower is under attack.
For sure, though, if they're the trading towers, conceptually, Fnatic are going to feel good about, you know, we're going to take a tier 2, you guys can take our tier 2s because Spectre, Factor, and Drow is kind of the opposite of Spectre. The less mobile carry.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Now it's up at the high ground, it's the tier 3. Reforce 3 does not have
doesn't have Midnight Pulse.
right, when it looks like much dead or anything, some of the chance back to Rory down to Kelsey, perhaps another supernova. Well played, over the back end, definitely down, but make up extra high, he's already lost the Spectre ult in, but the other damage is taken him out, he's trying to fight back, he's on the fight from the Kells, still has the Aegis, just them all back to the Gust. Got block range for mid one there, somehow grabbing the Kells, but it's not going to be good enough. Just defend that high ground. Have they pushed out too far? I pro.
Radiant's top
Fnatic also has to be careful with this.
So Mushi to swap back from Net against saving his teammate. But Net in trouble, the castle's not bouncing. This one he's draining out Viper, sucking the life out of him. On the kills, he's still holding Aegis. Trust. I'm too afraid of this, just knowing when they can get a fight, trying to bait as much aggression out of Fnatic, but equally, you know, Fnatic, they forced back Trust and they didn't overcommit. They didn't chase him too far away.
I'm actually very surprised Fisher are able to pressure Fnatic after, you know, what was happening, you know, 5 minutes ago. I think Fnatic should have been able to hold that off without using buybacks. If, you know, the Pugna was in place and Enigma was more mindful about having his Midnight Pulse for the defense, because going high ground against Midnight is so annoying. And Signature realized that there was no Midnight Pulse, and they forced an initiation on Enigma. They got a pretty good, you know, I'm not sure if you can call it an initiation. It was sort of like a poke that kind of played out. They were doing so much damage. The important thing for Fnatic is Mushi didn't die. That would have been quite tragic, but he's going to have Relic at least for next attack near the base.
He'll have his, well, that damage, but he really wants to Radiance, but I think Trust, they've got two real ways to go about this. If he hunts down on the Spectre and will go for the 5-man gank, Smoke is spotted out, the Dark Observable, which that's expired. What's the Smoke of Trust? Coming, they'll back themselves away next. Terra. Even Nature's Prophet going to get cancelled out there by himself. Sure. Nobody gets caught, nobody gets trapped. Time. It's a massive waste of time, but all grouping up as 5, not really farming efficiently or anything like that, but put lanes. More importantly, Mushi, he realizes that no one's coming for him, no one can get to him just yet. Potential for them to be down the bottom lane right now, but they'll see them soon, the smoke will break. Wait on. Excuse me, yeah, but now they'll realize that they're all towards middle lane. Drow Ranger and Viper are both here. Mushi. Farming through down on spot. He's under no direct pressure just because of that horse. they realize the predicament they're in, they have to really control the rest of the lanes.
That was really important. Fnatic seeing the glimpse of the smoke was great. They wish she was able to farm here because it's very unlikely that Signature could have marched down across like the whole map for a Spectre kill, which is really low probability. Now it's Fnatic's turn.
Out Mushi. I mean, a smoke like this is sometimes a little obvious. You know, they know that the smoke happened. Have to smoke afterwards. Wait, they should tell. It's just land grabbing here. Fnatic realised that it's a great opportunity for them to get across the river, push bot lane, take raided jungle. They've got dire jungle under control as well. And from seconds ago, where Trust had 80% of the map coverage, apart from bot lane, now it just swung completely opposite way. Fnatic are the ones treading lightly over on the opposite side of the map.
There's that Radiance. The frustrating thing for Signature, I feel, is that they really want to push out all the lanes. A lot of it is going to be Nature's Prophet's job to clear the lanes while the other four go around, make plays, push down towers. But it's so hard to do that as Nature's Prophet against Spectre. They kind of like Spectre doesn't even cancel it out, it counters the Nature's Prophet like a Beastmaster. Solo finds a Ethereum. You won't be able to solo kill them.
My little trap net. Oh. Kells nearly had him. Troll trap was about to be cast, but Fury gets herself away. Oh, Medallion threads up. Let's do a quick item check actually. Greaves over on the Enigma. Get out of that gun. Brow range is a big one to take note of. Mid one. Etherland. Point root into Agony Stuff looks like upgrade heading. Ohio has Link. Going to Necro 3, prioritizing his mobility a little bit more. If he can call up a spot like this, with a dagger away, open up the spot down. Yeah, what sort of way? Did not. Dead.
Kind of cocky. Not the worst, like, considering how much Signature committed for that and where he died. He will revive in time if Signature do go for high ground or force a buy them.
Mushi uses Horn there to try and get himself away. Even though he'll be alive, they won't have that big AoE kind of ultimate to spread himself around. Mid-one is trapped at the top in the scrap. He has to keep himself away from this. Realize he's got this jump. Tree, hide yourself out, like you should be fine. Yeah, away from the Feymouse token up. Don't want them bouncing around on your face.
At this point, I'm wondering if Signature are going to talk about some item builds. The Nature's Prophet has a lot of gold save up. Is he going to go for a Hex because they're tired of these kind of situations where they could just kill someone if they could just prevent them to possibly the Phoenix picks up the mules.
But wrap in. I think it's finished by matches, honestly. Everyone by matches against the TPs was try and get Feymouse and he's grabbing the top of Ohio, but she wasn't so good. Got him there. She's got the opening, we can't bounce back and forth, but the definitely down because we cannot swap back from that. Your 8 play dead relies on that ticking poison damage over time. It might have killed him off. Ultimate initiation looked like it'd be great from Fnatic, but it's not working out the way they planned.
That Gust was really lucky or clutch. One died, wow.
No one died, did it? It looked like it was going to be Raw in the 4-man black hole. Trust, they dodged that situation very well.
And this is getting really dangerous for Signature though. After Spectre gets Radiance, I think this hero, after he gets Radiance, he has one of the highest win rates at this minimum. He just grows so fast. It's nothing like, Anti-Mage battle period at 14 minutes. Anti-Mage gets a battle period, he still loses games, but I rarely see games where Spirit gets for 20 minutes not to lose the game.
That's the thing though, isn't it? Because Anti-Mage battle period 14-15 minutes means he's going to go and farm. That's like 99% of the time. AM's going to go and sit in the jungle and farm himself away. Radiant Spectre, so much fighting and battling power as well as farming. Right now, Mushi, you're farming on bottom lane, but you're also a scary target enemy. You're also available to haunt across absolute global power. The Roach Fnatic, Ohio, you got a fucking thinking a little bit of trouble. This is sort of like one of the Roach Fnatic, this one mountain, they'll give up the Vengeful Spirit instead. Think of that Flash Strike if you're up to the beaten path instead of the Roach Arm, they might be able to kill him off actually.
At least they that's been really unfortunate.
In the last game as well, they got one with the fight. She is very, very good. With Everborn, oh man, that's probably more of a big doctor. What? Really restoration with that? Etherlens, and Aghanim Scepter. Look at that fucking go. Busting range and damage.
Mushi?
Oh, Mushi. He's got one. Be okay here, as long as he doesn't get gusted and trapped and getting himself off the far enough away. The Enigma is waiting for his punch time. There we go, the horn out the black hole. What a massive target, he's going to profit, they're going to get 3-4-3, and Mushi, he's rushing to find the target with the damage, he'll get a life in the Witch Rock and look at the still chasing him out, and Lakel cannot stand and fight. Drow is on the run. Where do you hide?
Yeah, I Spectre.
The under. Like you said, Mushi is scary. Mushi is super. From a later minute ago, we've got another 3,000 gold to spend.
Yeah, to expand on the, the item timing versus win rate on carries that we were talking about, I think one of the big things about Spectre is that he kind of does both, and in a way, because he's going to have such a high assist, in team fight participation where he gets so many assists or kills, which is a lot of gold, he basically farms as fast or faster than Anthony in a lot of ways.
Beautiful play. I thought he was going to go for the Yash up here. Good play there, up for Fnatic. Tells BKB, it was a 10-second BKB, didn't really do too much for him. It allowed him to survive through the rough times ahead, and that's Ohio finishing off Necro. For 3, I guess. Nets, Sports, don't have a massive amount of gold, but Enigma is going to be heading to what? What do you reckon? Enigma goes for a BKB of its own? Like, plan for 3-4-3. Oh god, that's the Delta side.
I think Enigma can just go for really nothing Signature can. If Enigma gets a BKB, walks in, BKB's Lakels every single time. Meaning black hole Lakels.
The high ground they go. Just 3 drops in the low. Netherwood drops, Micro drops back in, refrigerator him out, Micro down, Micro! Good morning! Mushi even found the Woodstock in the back end, chasing down Boombo, I think it's game over. I think this might be it. Radiant Spectre to game-winning moves here. Mushi goes from the beautiful way to Yasuo, quickly as back. Not one was supernova. No, up and ready, level 2 is there for Jab. Positioning, it's a time to use it as Jab. Look at it, raise the light!
That is so annoying. It's so annoying and so deadly at this timing.
Dire's top tower.
Mr. Power Ranger. It might be forced to PKB at some point just because of this. Fnatic realise they've taken racks and something to do here. They can stick around and try and find a kill for Jab. Crept up and purged down. Fnatic don't have another lane pushing it. They do have to go back, reset these lanes and go into the tier 3s once more. Especially since Chan is down for some time.
Signature's move right now. They need to get a really big kill. They need to somehow dump Mushi, and ideally Mushi bought items so he doesn't have buyback. They can somehow even out the racks, but it's not like the rest of the team other than Mushi is so weak that they can't hold on a 4 or 5. Yeah, it looks like Nature's Prophet did choose for the Hex. They're kind of tired of not being able to kill people.
Oh, Micro. Yeah, moving into the side mid one. He's slowed down by the Fire Spirit, but net. Here, ready to top him out. Oh, Bunda. Oh, he keeps it. He just rolled up with the smallest teams like this and everything. Lost it back on the left side. He is there. 3-4-3. He's got all the stuff. He's gonna have 3 for stuff like he's alive through this. But they're not getting the mid one. Got back into life. And mid one. Up on the high ground. They've got the position advantage. Strength back onto it. You know, the Micro runs forward. But Sabushi, but Magnus here. He wants to fight the 3-4-3. Flicks forward. Got a black hole. But he's just holding onto it. He doesn't need to use it. After all, dead. One remaining hero, jabbed back in the fountain, but GG is called.
Wait, this time I think I saw this coming. It's just really hard for as long as there's my own to fight a few Fnatic time. I think we talked about both teams having mech, but getting skirmishes, it's not even close. I think Fnatic have an edge.